The Orlando Magic are up to something. Don't be fooled by their 13-24 record or their dwelling at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. The Magic are simply in the early stage of building the next positionless super team. This squad is already loaded with high upside talent led by the likes of Paolo, Banchero, and Franz Wagner. And with an average age of fewer than 24 years old, they're just scratching the surface of what they can be. Here's how the Magic are changing the NBA. The Magic are playing the long game, operating as a testing ground for talented young players. This was on full display when they took a flyer on Bol, a formerly highly regarded talent who was in the wrong situation at the wrong time and has since blossomed in Orlando. Bol started this season coming off the bench, but quickly earned himself a spot in the starting lineup due to his sensational play on both ends of the court, while averaging 12 points, 7.1 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 0.5 steals, and 1.6 blocks per game. But what's most impressive is the way he's getting those buckets. Under head coach Jamal Mosley, Bol's scoring with remarkable efficiency and has a real shot at becoming the first 7-footer to enter the 50-40-90 club since Dirk Nowitzki. Oh yeah, and he's currently their third best player. For more on Bol's insane comeback story, check out the link in the upper right-hand corner or down in the description below. This team is led by a pair of highly skilled 6'10 studs in last year's first overall pick Paolo Banchero and second-year breakout Franz Wagner. Banchero currently leads the team in points, assists, and steals with 20.9 points, 3.9 assists, and 0.9 steals, while Wagner isn't far behind, averaging 19.9 points, 4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.2 blocks per game. Outside of this big three is a sneaky, talented group of exciting youngsters in Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Mo Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., and Markelle Fultz. This Magic team didn't happen by accident, but rather it's a culmination of years of attempts to build a positionless brand of basketball in Orlando. While the Magic are hardly the only team to embrace positionless basketball, it's actually something that Magic GM John Hammond has been trying to do for years. Look no further than him drafting guys like Aaron Gordon, Jonathan Isaac, and Mo Bamba and playing them all on the court together at the same time. The key to their positionless style of ball lies in the incredible wing depth of Banchero, Wagner, and Isaac, and their imposing size helping to stretch the floor. Banchero in particular is the engine that makes the whole thing operate, as he's charged with facilitating and controlling the boards in addition to scoring at will and stopping opponents. It's no easy task for a rookie, but when you're the first overall pick, you're held to different standards, and thankfully for the Magic, Banchero has more than lived up to his pre-draft pedigree. Perhaps nothing speaks to their embrace of positionless basketball quite like how they handle pick and rolls. The Magic have the most players in the NBA who handle the ball in pick and roll scenarios, at least 5 times per game in Banchero, Wagner, Fultz, Anthony, and Bol, and the only 7-footer to handle it all. It's no secret that this team isn't very good at the moment, and part of that is by design. Hello, Wemby, but what they've done tremendously well is prepare for the future. The Magic are likely to help their tanking chances by trading away some veterans, including Gary Harris and Terrence Ross, the only 2 players on the roster over the age of 25, and potentially even Mo Bamba. Terrence Ross has long had interest from the Lakers and is sure to be moved, although Mo Bamba is likely to command the highest price of the 3 as he's expected to have a lot of suitors, including the Clippers, Lakers, Raptors, Kings, and Nets. But don't be surprised to see them hold on to Bamba as a piece of a larger trade down the line. Speaking of a larger trade, the Magic might just have the best foundation in place to execute such a superstar trade. Not only are they loaded with franchise pieces at rookie scale prices, but they have all the assets needed to upgrade their roster via a big trade. In addition to controlling all of their own outgoing first-round picks, including a juicy 2023 lottery-bound pick, they have a top 4 protected first from Chicago from the Vucevic trade that's already given them Wendell Carter Jr. and the draft pick that became Franz Wagner. Obviously, if their pick lands on Victor Wembanyama, there's legitimately no price any team could pay to acquire him. But if they land Scoot Henderson, he might be on the table for a team willing to give up next to everything. Should the Magic elect to use those picks and they fall in that 4 to 5 spot, draft experts predict they could be interested in Nick Smith Jr. from Arkansas or Cam Whitmore from Villanova. But again, that's only if they don't push their chips onto the table for a superstar. Things change quickly in the NBA, and while a guy like SGA has probably played himself out of trade discussions, Damian Lillard could be a name to trade for if he decides he wants out, and Bradley Beal is another name to consider, but like Dame, he controls his destiny. The Orlando Magic haven't been all that relevant since the Dwight Howard era, but it won't be like that for much longer. Banchero and Wagner have all the size and talent to become one of the best duos in the league, and if they can add Wembanyama in the draft or a superstar via trade, they will be a legit scary team. And if they get lucky and somehow do both, then the ceiling of this Magic team will be unlike anything we've ever seen in the NBA. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, turn on notifications, and of course subscribe for more videos if you're new.